What's good, YouTube? It's Leland Lavinci here, and I just wanted to cover something that even today I still get. It's an older question, but still kind of prevalent today. For what reason, I'm not sure, but it's what DAW is the best? And I think I have some things that will definitely help you guys with this. So what I wanted to say in regards to this is that first off, I've been making beats since 2003, since I think it was FL Studio 3.5, and when I first started learning how to make beats, I thought it was the best DAW, the best thing on the planet. As time went on, I learned that there were other beat making platforms, music sequencing platforms. I started to dabble in different ones. I think Reason was my next one. What I started to learn was, at that moment, there was not a best DAW. There was only a DAW that was best for me, for my needs and my wants. And basically, what I learned is that different DAWs do things better than others. For example, if you're making a trap beat, in my opinion, I would say that FL Studio is a little bit more easier to sequence those drums because of the workflow that it has. But as far as manipulation, as far as sounds and things like that goes, what I learned is that Reason, what you can actually do in Reason is you can turn the rack around and you can manipulate the cables and you can do different setups and stuff with the voltages and things like that. So they have things that they're good at, and they have things that maybe they're not as well as another one is, but you can definitely get the results that you want in any of the DAWs. You just have to experiment. And then I went on to use Logic. I like the Logic a lot. I can't explain it. I just like how it sounded, like right out of the box. I used Ableton. Ableton for a while was my favorite one because of its simplicity. Like, it was completely linear. You had two windows. You had a mix window and you had a session window, and I didn't have to bounce through different screens like you have to do in FL Studio. And then I got my hands on an Akai Studio, and that's what kind of changed it for me, because what I learned for myself is that I enjoyed making beats on more of a hands-on approach. Like, I like actually playing the keys, I like hitting the pads and things like that, and it was a lot more seamless for me. It helped me stay in my creative mode. Like, what I didn't really like about FL Studio, even to this day, is like, I don't like all the clicking and stuff like that, but that's just me. And now I have a machine now, and I'm really starting to pick up on this, and I think this is the one that I'm gonna stick with from now on. But I say all that to say is, there is no best DAW. There's just the one that's best for you. The only way that you're gonna be able to figure that out is by, just experimenting with different ones, and don't be afraid to try something new. I've came across so many people who are just strictly FL Studio, and that's their prerogative. But what I've learned is that there's more than one way to skin a cat, and that's how I've always looked at it. And things that you can do in FL Studio might be easier than it is in another DAW, and vice versa. So you just have to figure out what it is you're trying to make, your needs and your wants as far as production. And nowadays, all the DAWs, they have everything you need, right in the box. Like, FL Studio didn't used to be a recording, like you couldn't record vocals on it, but over the years they've added that. Same thing with Reason. That may be a want for you to be able to record vocals on your projects. Like for Machine, I don't think that you can do that. So if I wanted to record vocals, I wouldn't be able to do this in one DAW. I have to take it to Pro Tools or some other sequencing platform. Really, just don't be afraid to experiment. And the good thing about this is that because I've asked the same question that I'm talking about, which is the best DAW, I've used almost all of them. So now when I'm in a situation where, like, if I go to a friend's house and they say, well, I don't have FL Studio or I don't have Reason or whatever, like I feel comfortable because I know how to use all of them now. And I've always enjoyed that part of myself. Just about any DAW that's presented to me I can use because I've experimented with them. So just be open to using different ones, and then just find the one that suits you best. Find one that has your needs, has your wants, and keeps you in a creative flow. Just keep practicing, keep making beats. Don't get stuck on what DAW is the best. And I know in some ways people are looking at it from a sound quality perspective. I even did that too. I even checked sound quality, but they've actually done tests where they have exported the files from different DAWs, the exact same bit depth and the rate. And what they did is they layered them on top of each other, and they've inverted the phase on one of them. And if they're the same quality, the same samples and everything, it should cancel each other out. And they've done these tests, and from all the cases that I've seen, is that they've canceled each other out. So in terms of quality, I think they're all the same. But again, this is all subjective. So you just have to find out what you like, what you enjoy, and what's conducive to what you're trying to accomplish. Don't be afraid to go out there and test new DAWs, and just keep making beats, man. And like I said, I've been doing this since 2003. I still like it, I still enjoy it. And just have fun, man. Just have fun, and try not to make it a job. You know, enjoy it first. That way, if it's not turning out how you expected it to turn out, you still have the fact that you enjoy it to fall back on. So that's all I have to say today. There's no best DAW, just which one is best for you. And just keep making beats, man, and stay positive, man. Again, this is Leland Lavinci. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at Leland Lavinci. Stay tuned, and if there's any other videos y'all want me to cover, just let me know. All right, peace.